Hello everybody, welcome to
Comic Gamer Movie Show.
And today my voice is squeaky.
Oh God.
I'm going through puberty.
Again? Didn't go well for you the first time.
Alright guys, so today we will be bringing you our spoiler review. But do you want to mix in the rant with this, or do you want to do it separate?
I feel like the rant could be just a separate video on its own.
Okay, so we're going to rant about Captain Marvel. Not about the movie itself. Maybe a little bit about the movie, but mainly it's about everything around the movie. But we're going to get into the spoilers discussion. So, Captain Marvel isn't a Kree. He's a human.
Nope. She's a human being who just happened to be really well, the cool thing...
She was abducted by the Kree.
She was adopted by the Kree.
Mainly that one guy, Jude Law's character. Can't remember his name.
Jan Rog.
Yeah.
He's one of Captain Marvel's bigger villains in her Rogues Gallery. So it's not a shocker that he would be in this movie. But everyone thought that Jude Law was playing Mar-Vell. Turns out, no.
No, Mar-Vell is a Kree female.
But she still has the same job. She still had the same job. Because in the original Mar-Vell was sent to Earth to investigate, to see what Earth had, to see the potential of Earth, to see,
But this time around, it was more to secretly to help end the war between the Kree and the Skrull.
Well, I think she was basically... Well, it ended up pretty much being the same thing, which is she came there for Kree reasons, realized she was on the wrong side of things, changed her mind, became a different person,
and helped out the Skrull. And
by the way, that's a big spoiler.
That's the only real twist.
Yeah, everything else.
That's the biggest twist. It turns out the Skrull are not the enemy. It's the
at least this sect of Skrull, because I know I've had many conversations with people where they make it very clear that this sect of Skrull are refugees. The ones that you have seen are refugees. Now, not all of them are, not innocent by any means. Because, even Talos says, this has been a dirty war. I got blood on my hands, too. It's like, it's just, shit's happened. But these ones are refugees.
Yeah, and they're trying to find a new home.
Away
from the Kree.
And needless to say, the Skrull, and you kind of get the feeling that God damn it, the Kree really weren't looking they wanted to eradicate the Skrull as well, but they were looking for another. And the other twist is another twist is the actual source of the entire movie. That is it's just a Tesseract. The Tesseract appears again. It is the power source of the hyper engine, because they're trying to use this hyper engine so that they can travel
light speed engine
so they can travel and find other new planets. And they kept talking about the source and at first I was like, okay, it's just gonna be like this awesome thing, and I was like, oh no, it's Tesseract.
So that's, granted, this was a prequel.
Yeah, so the Tesseract, I remember someone said the Tesseract's got more screen time than most people.
Yeah.
It was in Thor, it was in the post-credit scene in Thor, it was in the Captain America: The First Avenger. It was the main focus of Captain America: The First Avenger. It was in the Avengers. It's been around, man. It was in Thor Ragnarok.
Thor: The Dark World. No, wait.
No, it was in Thor Ragnarok. It was in Infinity War, and now it's in this. So the Tesseract has ever done a total of 7 movies. It's gotten more screen time than any other.
Is the real star.
It's really. He's got someone brought that up. It's like this Tesseract has gotten more screen time than most actors. It's it has been around.
And it's just an inanimate object.
Well, it's a very powerful object. So obviously, along the way, she must have stole it from Tony.
Those of you who don't know, but at this point, you should know the Tesseract is the Space Stone.
It's a Space Stone. It's the cube, but it's still the Tesseract at this point. It's still in that little cube.
Yeah,
it's not in stone form yet. But yeah,
she's able to pick that damn thing up pretty easily. Just a whoop.
Well, it makes sense too because she has that power flowing through her. Because a lot of people were upset. Remember years ago when before the movie came out, Marvel had came out and said they didn't want to really do her origin because it's too similar to Hal Jordan's, and a lot of people were upset. They were like, "What?" and whatnot, because her origin is pretty stupid. It's not stupid, but Mar-Vell created this machine called the Psyche Magnetron. Trust me, only a Marvel fan could remember some shit like that. Yeah. And it blew up in their and they fused together, and his cells fused with her cells, and she became Captain Marvel. No, Miss Marvel. But in this, Mar-Vell did create a machine that blew up,
which gave her power.
So it's, in a way, they kept it but changed it at the same time
to make it more feasible, I guess, or make it more.
But instead of her fusing with Mar-Vell, she fused with the Tesseract. So she's got
the power of the Space Stone.
She's her and Scarlet Witch have that in common. A lot of people pointed out
The only
immediately too.
difference is that Scarlet Witch was experimenting with the Mind Stone.
Mind Stone, but they both have Infinity Stone power flowing through their veins. Like that's why a lot of people have said that Scarlet Witch potential is probably kind of off the charts because she has that flowing through. I mean, you saw it in Infinity War. She was holding off Thanos with one hand and killing her boyfriend with the other hand. So it's like, yeah, she's pretty powerful. So Captain Marvel has the Space Stone flowing through her veins. So it makes sense that she can just pick the damn thing up. It's just like, well.
Yeah, basically.
One pet peeve, though. It's been shown that the Space Stone, which maybe they can say it hasn't been used, so that's why it's not hot, but it's been shown that the Space Stone can get pretty hot and melt through shit. So I was kind of surprised when I put it in the lunchbox. I was expecting it to just melt right through the lunchbox, but I was like, they pick and choose when the hell they want that thing to be hot or not.
Pretty much. But I'm not going to lie. The other thing, too, is that the cat is actually an alien.
Well, that's a thing. That's for people who aren't initiated. People who don't know Marvel, that's gonna catch them off guard, and it's gonna be a great moment. For people like me, I already knew the cat was a Flurkin. I knew as soon as he said I knew the cat was a Flurkin. When the cat was in all the promotions, I was like, oh, the cat's a Flurkin. And I was like, that's what the cat is. Now, they didn't go into details, because in the comics, Flurkins are like fucking scary creatures. They got like universes inside their body, and they can just like eat anything. Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, so she's a Flurkin.
Yeah.
Goose is a Flurkin, but I'm not gonna lie though. A lot of people say, like, a lot of reviewers said the Goose stole the show, and I was like, the cat was there, but I was like, stole the show? Do you think that cat was like a big focal point of the movie?
Well,
I don't feel like it was.
Like, if you want to go scene stealer, for people who don't know, yeah, I can see that. Well, I already knew. Like, for people who don't know, who just casually watch these movies thinking it's a normal cat and then it does shit like that, you're just like, yeah, I could see people being like, oh, that's pretty fun. Plus, yeah, he did have a couple great scenes, especially scene when he was floating upside down on the camera and and like so he did have a lot of scenes. He got a lot more screen time than most cats. He got a lot more screen time than I thought he would.
By the way, Brie Larson's allergic to cats. Spoiler.
Yeah, Brie Larson's allergic to cats, and Samuel L. Jackson hates cats.
I know, right? But somehow they managed to act their way around that. Another big spoiler too is that at the post, I think this is the post credit scene where they finally it's like during Endgame they call Captain Marvel back.
Well,
or the signal goes off.
The signal goes off. Well, it's kind of vague of how long the signal has been going off. So like, how long did it take her to get back to Earth? You don't know. It's an out-of-the-context scene. Mm-hmm. They did same thing in Ant-Man. I don't know if you remember this, but when Ant-Man came out, Civil War was coming out.
Yep.
Post-credit scene of Ant-Man was on that scene where Bucky had his arm in the thing, and Cap was like, we need help, and Falcon was like, I know I got it. Ant-Man. They did the same thing here. They took a scene that's in the movie and just put it as the post-credit scene here. So they did the same thing here.
There's not a whole lot really to spoil in this. I mean, besides the fact she got abducted.
No, you know where she went. You know why she hasn't been around. She hasn't been around because she's been out there helping the Kree find Skrull find a new home, and she's been fighting the Kree war. Apparently, that's a thing too. Like Kevin Feige kind of let that out, is that she's been pretty much raging a one-woman war. Well, one-woman war on the whole Kree empire.
Yeah.
So that's why she's been gone for so long.
Against the Supreme Intelligence. If you guys, for you who don't know, the Supreme Intelligence is the supercomputer AI which leads the Kree.
Mm-hmm. You never see its true form, and I'm not gonna spoil it for you because the thing is, this movie, we already gave our ratings. You gave it a 7, I gave it a 7.5. We gave it our ratings. This movie is one of those movies that is setting up its sequel. Is heavily setting up its sequel. They don't kill the villain, which is very historically unlike Marvel. Most of the time,
the villain's dead.
Villain's dead.
Unless you're gonna come back.
Like, so they didn't kill the main villain. Actually, they didn't kill either one of the main villains because it turns out that's
the big too is that Captain Marvel let Jude Law's character go. Like,
they had an interesting. I actually no one really talked about this. I actually liked their relationship between Jude Law and Captain Marvel because it was less antagonistic than Muhaha.
It was more master and apprentice.
It was more master and apprentice. You kind of got a feeling that he actually didn't like her. It wasn't one of those things where like, once she discovered, he was just like, I don't care about you anymore. It was one of those.
No, he still cared.
He still cared. Even to the end, when she realized what he was, he still was like, okay, let's just reprogram her. I don't want to kill her until there was no choice but to kill her because he's devoted.
And then,
devoted
she
to
tried to get into a fist fight. No, he tried to get into a fist fight with her. She just blasted him.
Well, he tried to pull the old fashioned, and they've done it in all kind of 90s action movies, which is what they were hearkening to. Is that you've seen it in 90s action movies with a good guy has a gun on the bad guy, and the bad guy goes, really? I thought you were better than that. And the good guy, like a dumbass, goes, let's do this.
Yeah, no, I
just shot him in the chest. Just no. But they set up.
I'm not better.
They set up him coming back, and they never showed you the true form of the Supreme Intelligence. You just see other forms, which I'm like, yeah, they're setting that up.
So yeah, I mean, Captain Marvel's been waging this one-man war against the Kree. Well, Ronan is dead by this.
Now, well, no, Ronan's alive.
Really?
In the movie, he's alive. No, he's dead now.
But
back then.
But it was kind of cool to see.
By the
Ronan.
way,
Cool
I am 90% sure Ronan, because like Kevin Feige hinted very heavily that perhaps Captain Marvel's sequel won't be in today's time. It might be just like in outer space in the past.
Yeah.
Which tells me it might be a prequel again, but it'll just be in outer space, so it won't be like, there won't be a bunch of references and shit. She'll just be in outer space. Which tells me, Ronan's coming back.
To be a big villain.
To be a villain again.
Right now,
then you're gonna actually see how he got.
When Endgame comes out, he's been dead for a while.
Yeah, he's been dead for a while. But I do think the Captain Marvel sequel is gonna be, because I feel like the Captain Marvel sequel is gonna probably be her raging war with the Kree, which he obviously doesn't win, because for anyone who watches Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or any other Marvel show, you know that the Kree are still roaming around doing shit. So yeah, but it's hard to win a war by yourself against an intergalactic empire.
Yeah, well, she'll try. But anyway, guys, I really can't think of any other spoilers.
You see how Nick Fury loses his eye?
Yeah, it's not as badass as you think.
It's not as badass as and granted, he tells people it's badass, apparently.
But that's, how that. Coulson's a lot. Well, Coulson is younger.
Yeah, younger Coulson. You see why he's number 2.
And S.H.I.E.L.D. is very much low-key.
Yeah, like, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s basically the FBI. Like
S.H.I.E.L.D. is nothing more than the FBI, which I found kind of funny, because
it's like back in that time, it's like, S.H.I.E.L.D. was just small time.
Yeah, and I got the 90s references, guys. If you're like a 90s
what's
kid...
going on?
Huh?
What's happening? It's loading.
What's going on? It's loading. Like, if you're a 90s kid, you remember that old stuff. It's kind of
having to actually go to a computer shop.
Radio Shack.
No, not even that. Like, if you wanted to get on a computer, like, most people couldn't own a computer in their own house.
So you had to go to
a place with computers
to use one. And it was that was a different time, man. We're old.
Oh God.
Different time, guys. So anyway, guys, that was our spoiler review of Captain Marvel. I gave it a 7. Sean gave it a 7.4. It was a good movie, but we've already kind of I think you already stated our opinions in your video. So it's not the most fantastic. It's not the most fantastic. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's Tyrone Magnus or a couple of these other guys. The worst
We'll
abomination.
get into that next time on our rant, because the rant really is about the movie, but we're not going to try and go into the movie unless we have to. We're going to go into the people who speak of the movie. So anyway, guys, stay tuned for that, and also remember.
Come on.
My stutter has come back with a vengeance. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us on
Comic Game Movie Show.
And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of us in the future, and we shall see you
on the next one.
Goodbye.